So my name is Cordelia Clark Bailey.
Jeff Gilman.
Sarah Blanton. I am the Director of Development.
The Executive Director.
I'm the President and CEO at Bread of Life Mission in Seattle, Washington.
Executive Director at Wyoming Rescue Mission.
I'm CEO of Wheeler Mission.
The Caring Place at Miami Rescue Mission.
Waterfront Rescue Mission down in Pensacola, Florida.
And I've been there almost a year.
16 years.
30 plus years. Well, our mission serves a variety of people.
We have a men's recovery program.
We are for women.
Low-income folks through our food and feeding ministry.
The often forgotten, the people that are out, that have nowhere else to turn.
Those with trauma, mental health, and addiction.
The core values that really drive us is our love for Jesus.
Grace.
Love people unconditionally.
Empowerment.
Ephesians 4, equipping God's people for works of service.
There's always going to be challenges in any missions work.
We've faced, I think, what other missions have faced, right? Not in my backyard.
The lack of beds. We've had a really small staff.
The crisis of mental health.
The people that are coming in are different than they were even 5 years ago.
We will always do emergency shelter services, but we're also seeing now the need to also really concentrate more on programmatic elements. So we made a decision to go full on recovery.
Homelessness is really a poverty of healthy, supportive relationship.
And equipping them with employment, housing, transportation, wraparound services and support so that they can have sustaining recovery beyond our program.
As we see lives transformed, it impacts people in the families of those people we serve.
Our neighborhood, surrounding neighborhood, realizes and recognizes that we're not trying to bring harm to the neighborhood, but we're trying to bring more unity.
We see a huge opportunity on the horizon in reaching out and sharing our programming to
have these wraparound services.
And I think we're in a time of greater partnerships, even with people that maybe don't agree with us.
Serving those in the homeless community, sometimes it can really feel like you're on an island on your own. It's a community that's often ignored. It's a community that's looked down upon. And we are, as a mission, we're trying to restore hope. We're trying to restore self-worth. We're trying to restore just self-respect for this community. But when you come to Citygate, what you are is you're surrounded by people that are fighting that same fight. People that remind you, hey, you're not alone in this, that we're doing this together.
I love talking about Citygate.
Citygate connects us to the larger movement that's taking place.
I always look forward to just sitting down and talking to people like, hey, how do you handle shelter? How do you handle a guest you want to help but is difficult? How do you handle safety,
It does refresh us as leaders.
Network, conversations.
It allows you access to tools, cutting edge research and information. We tell people that every good thing that we have learned, every effective principle that we've learned in ministry, we've learned because of our Citygate connection.
We take that back then to our communities and we implement that, and we make a difference in the community in which we're called to serve.
Less familial violence, less addiction, less suicide.
To change their lives, to reintegrate to society, and to be one less statistic.
Generational impact.
Families restored and children restored to their fathers.
Long-term, sustainable recovery.
Providing rescue and recovery service in Jesus' name.
We are now seen as the people that can have answers.
The Bible teaches us that we love because He first loves us. And so when you really get that experience, then you get to demonstrate that love to others.
Man, those days of celebration when the lost are restored, is pretty cool.
We have a chance to meet people where they're at.
And I just think if we're going to be like Jesus, we have to be serving the people that we serve every day.